Welcome to Rick Snider's Washington on YouTube, where you get the whole story. So please like, share, subscribe, comment, and hit the thanks button. Preakness Day, one of my favorite days of the year on the calendar. I covered 33 live before I ran out of steam, and it's always been a fun event for Maryland. And now it's a little more respectable. It's going to be a lot of bands and things like that. But it's also supposed to rain all day, and that really changes how you're trying to pick this race. That and that Muff, who was the early favorite, was scratched earlier, changes this race. And I think it's a good betting race. I think there's probably 5 horses that could win it. So it's going to take some strategy. Now, if it's a wet track, I'm going with Imagination, number 9. If it's a dry track, I'm going with number 5, Mystic Dan. This track will dry pretty reasonably if it stops raining 2 hours before the race. So you kind of got to play it by ear. I'll be on Twitter, X, whatever, talking about what I see at that point and which way to go. But right now, I'm just going to assume it's a wet track. And I'm going to go 9-5-2, which is Imagination over Mystic Dan over Uncle Heavy. Now, Imagination is Bob Baffert's horse. So on the outside, he loves to run in the front. If he is not in the front by the first turn, then he's doomed. But I think that's the only way you're going to get it. And jockey Frankie Dettori, one of the best in the business, I think they'll hustle him up there to the lead and win it. He's a California horse. They're used to running on hard surfaces like highways. To run in this, goo of a sloppy track's going to be a lot harder. He's got to be in the front to do it. Number 5, Mystic Dan, the Derby winner, likes to make a late run. If the track is sloppy, it's going to be almost impossible to make up that ground like he wants to do. So I'm going to have him second. Now, if it's dry, I give him a real chance to win this race. And then number 2, Uncle Heavy, he's 2-0 on off tracks. And you know what? There's always a puncher's chance, and he's 20-1. And Catching Freedom, if you want to throw somebody else in, that's who I like. I'll be tweeting, so make sure you follow it on Twitter right before the race. I'll talk about things. I'm Rick Snider. Thanks for coming. I'll see you soon.